I'm Mary. I'm 101 years old. 50 years ago, I sold everything their way. Like literally everything. The nice house, the shiny car, the fancy furniture, even the silvers that my mom passed down to me back in 1952. I crammed all my memories into 3 eat-up old suitcases and bought a one-way ticket to a country halfway around the world from the U.S., a place where I couldn't speak a single word of the language. My friends were screaming at me, "Mary, you've lost your mind. You're gonna go die alone and confused in some foreign place at your age." Well, I knew. For the first time in 86 long years, I actually knew exactly what I was doing. I was done waiting. I was finally starting to live. And now, at 1:01, sitting here in a tiny little village in Hội An, Vietnam, I just have to tell you, this was the smartest decision I ever made in my whole damn life. And you, right now, you're making the exact same mistake I almost carried to my grave. My name is Mary, born in 1925. Now, back when letters crossed oceans by ship and horse-drawn carriages weren't just for tourists. I've seen the absolute hell of the Great Depression, 2 devastating world wars, and watched America go from this golden dream everyone chased to something that feels thin, almost fake now. You still think America's this unbreakable paradise? Come on, let a 101-year-old woman pull the curtain back and show you what's really going on. In 2025, for the first time in almost a century, net migration went negative. More people left the U.S. than came in. Brookings Institution laid it out. Worst trend since 1935. And they say it's going to explode even more this year, 2026. At least 180,000 American citizens bailed last year, probably more, since the real count's hard to pin down. And yeah, that's folks like me walking away. Why did I, and hundreds of thousands of others, see the writing on the wall and get out before it was too late? Cost of living shooting through the roof, health care that straight up robs you, gun violence all over the place, politics so torn apart, it's like a civil war that never ends. Every single month, those medical bills hit like a slap. In this country, growing old doesn't mean rest and care. It means getting bled dry till there's nothing left. Just fading away in quiet, freezing silence. I look around and think, is this seriously the prize for all these years of doing everything right? Lonely as hell, surrounded by all the shiny crap. The real turning point in my life hit 15 years ago. My son, he's this workaholic engineer, kept pushing me to move with him and his family to Southeast Asia. I called him crazy, very crazy, straight up told him. He was out of his mind. Leave the U.S. for a place where I couldn't even say hello in the local language. Back then, I pictured Southeast Asia as nothing but poor, backward spots. Then he tricked me. Well, convinced me into a just-try-it trip around Asia. Just to change the air, he said. I figured, sure, why not? Probably my last big adventure before real retirement, or maybe before the end. That trip flipped everything upside down. We wandered through China, Thailand, Singapore. But then I landed in this one special country, in Vietnam. I saw kids greeting old people with real, warm smiles. not out of duty, but from deep in their culture. I watched 90-year-old ladies still sitting on porches, sipping tea, laughing loud and happy, instead of locked away in cold. Soulless nursing homes like back in the States. And the food, oh man, Vietnamese food is incredible. Some of the best damn things I've ever eaten in my whole life. It hit me hard. In America, I had all the stuff, convenience, comfort, but I was isolated. Here in Vietnam, I had connection, real talks, warm hand touches, smiles for no reason at all. I'd spent way too many years rich but lonely. I was exhausted from it when I got back home. I stared at that big empty house, all the piles of things I'd collected, and asked myself, what the hell am I holding on to? Is any of this gonna fix the loneliness? So I decided, sell it all. Pack the memories into 3 old suitcases. Buy a one-way ticket. Move here with the kids and grandkids. Friends said I was nuts. Neighbors warned I'd regret it big time. But I thought, if not now, then when? I don't have time left to wait for someday. Now at 101, I live in a little community where everybody calls each other grandma, mom, auntie, all with real warmth, like family. The health care here doesn't bleed you dry every time you get sick. Doctors actually look you in the eye, treat you like a person, not just another insurance number. Cost of living, it's shockingly cheap. Every morning I eat fresh, delicious food, straight from the market, stuff that back in the States people call luxury organic and pay a fortune for. Maybe that's part of why I'm still kicking at this age. I walk along these bright green rice fields, breathe in air from a country that's growing fast, but hasn't lost its calm, gentle soul. Oh, and if you're thinking Vietnam is some backward place, you're way off. When I first got here, I was surprised. Good roads, reliable electricity, clean water, fast internet. It's all here, everywhere. My grandkids work online now, and every week they're off exploring somewhere new. I watch them actually living, not just grinding through existence. Real freedom isn't a fat bank account. It's being able to sit and watch the sunset without feeling guilty for not being productive. Here, I don't have to prove my worth with a job or a big house. I just get to be me, a 101-year-old lady who can still laugh out loud and love with everything I've got. I'm probably nearing the end of my road, but leaving America, that was the single best decision I ever made. It's what finally let me feel alive. Hey, young Americans, I've watched millions of people just like you run themselves ragged, chasing having it all, only to get to the end and realize they never really lived. Here are the 3 biggest lessons I want you to carry with you, straight from an old lady who's seen it all. First, right now is worth more than any future plan. Don't keep sacrificing today for some later that might never show up. When I'm richer, when I retire, when the kids are grown, those moments can vanish. Live the stuff that actually matters right this second, because time is the one thing you can't buy back. Second, money and status don't buy meaning. All the material success in the world won't fill that empty spot inside. The richest folks in nursing homes are still lonely as hell. The ones with the biggest titles still die full of regret over the family they ignored. Real value, it's in the relationships, the laughs, the hugs, the things that never show up on a paycheck. Third, dare to step off the script everyone's handed you. You don't have to stay stuck in this exhausting loop forever. The world is way bigger than the American dream that's wearing you down. Don't wait till you're 86 like me to finally wake up and change course. Start asking yourself right now, what actually makes me feel alive? Then do something about it, even if it's just one tiny step. You don't have to sell your house, quit your job, or move to another country tomorrow. But at the very least, start with this question. What really makes me feel like I'm living, not just existing? Then act on whatever answer comes up, no matter how small it seems. People always ask me, what's your secret to living so long? I tell them, it's a choice. You choose joy or you choose stress. You choose empty stuff or you choose real human connection. Death is coming for all of us, no escaping that. But whether you actually live, that's 100 up to you. Don't let your whole life slip by waiting for some perfect 5-year or 10-year plan. Live today. I found my peace here in Vietnam, a crazy decision that turned out to be the best one I ever made. What about you? What are you going to do with whatever time you've got left? I'm Mary, just an AI voice, telling the real story of a 101-year-old woman. Sold everything she owned, left America behind, and moved to Vietnam, all so she could finally feel what it's like to truly live for the first time in her life. The lesson? Don't wait until you're almost 100 to make that choice. Pine doesn't wait for anything.